Hi, I'm Dev Bhattacharya from Oracle BI Division.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, thanks for providing me this opportunity of actually telling you a little bit about our offering and how it might be able to help your organization, and also the opportunity to actually understand more about your requirements this time. And I'm sorry, you're Stacy, right?
I'm Stacy.
Okay, nice to meet you, Stacy. Basically, I have heard a lot about your organization, and um, what I have learned from my research a little bit is that you guys at this time in this financial condition, you are actually investing into your IT, and it seems that it's giving you pretty good return on your top line as well as bottom line revenue. So I'm really interested that at this time when people are actually cutting back on IT, how come you are actually investing? I'm really interested in understanding more about your org.
Well, Dad, that's a really good question. And the fact of the matter is we see BI as a strategic investment at this point, and we want to become a metrics-driven organization. We see ourselves transforming in that way. Everybody across the company, in every staff line position is going to see the same numbers of performance, and we think that's very exciting.
So, if I understand it correctly, you think that investing in BI does provide you a positive ROI on your investments?
Oh, absolutely. We've seen that already. It's already motivating our people to do more and better. The only issue is we do achieve our ROI by concentrating on costs quite a bit. We make sure to keep our costs down, and that's one of the things that the metrics allow for. So with that in mind, we're a small shop. We don't have a big enterprise IT budget. I need to ask you, how much does your software cost?
Well, Stacy, you know what? I think it will be a disservice for me to actually give you a dollar amount at this time without really understanding your requirements fully, your volume of data, your how many users are there, and all this information. I can't really give a dollar amount at this time. But however, I can assure you that our software has a huge range in the cost, so and it pretty much fits almost every budget. So I think we might be able to fit in your budget as well. So if I may ask you a little bit more detail about your vision for this project, and maybe then I can tell you more about the
Yeah.
cost.
Vision is that we really hope to have all our sales managers and sales reps looking at the same information worldwide in different time zones, different territories. We want everybody to see the latest updates on how much has been sold and how much is in the pipeline. And we think this is going to be very, very powerful. So that's a very big chance for our IT department to shine by driving something strategic for the company and adding a lot of value. So we're very excited.
Wow, this is really a great vision. In fact, I I have definitely met many other customers who has had similar vision, and they have implemented our software in their organization, and almost in every case they have had positive return on investment using our software, and I think it really fit well in your organization as well. So by the way, have you heard about some of the new features that Oracle BI has to offer nowadays?
Yes, actually, I've read quite a bit about your product. I'm very interested, and I must say I'm very impressed. However, your product looks frankly expensive, and as I mentioned before, we're a small shop. We can't afford this. Looking at the documentation, the features look very good. However, I see that I need to buy hardware, a database, and enterprise BI software, and then I need to pay expensive consultants to set it all up, all these separate components and all these services. I'm not sure I can do that.
Well, Stacey, if I may ask you, where did you really get this information about these hardware requirements and software requirements of
Well,
BI?
come to think of it, my friendly IBM sales rep came to visit the other day, and he said he's seen this in the field. So.
Well, I have to tell you that you have been misinformed by a competitor on these particular things.
Okay.
Let me first tell you about the hardware. So it's not absolutely not necessary that you will need a new set of hardware to implement BI on your environment. Your existing hardware is also good enough. And yeah, I mean the older generation hardware is slightly slower, but it doesn't mean that our software will not run on them. It will be running fine,
Okay.
and it will be running reasonably well. And as part of the database is concerned, we can always create a bundle of services where the database and the software, Oracle BI software, comes in a package, so you don't really have to pay additional extra dollar amount for the database part. And thirdly, coming to your concern about consultants, I mean, yes, Oracle does have a great consulting organization. They have some really great consultants, and yes, that's additional charge, but it's not mandatory, or it's not even necessary that you always use our consultants for implementing the software. There has been many instances where customers were able to implement our software without any consultants, or even they have used other third-party consultants, so I don't think that's not an issue at all. So I guess, do you think that at this time we might be able to give you a demo for a really nice feature and how it can fit your project?
Well, you've made some good points, but I really need to check this with my vice president at this time.
Okay. So if I may ask you, do you think our software will be able to provide whatever is necessary to make your project a success?
Well, I guess so. Yeah, I think so.
So maybe I should ask them, do you think any part of our software which you feel may not really fit your project at this time? Or any concerns?
Well, as a small shop, we really don't have a lot of databases. We really do a lot more work on static documents. We have a lot of Microsoft Word, a lot of Office, a lot of Excel, and I just really think that trying to put all that stuff back into a database in order to make it work with the BI solution would be hugely expensive, and that just wouldn't work for our shop at this point in time.
Okay, so I don't know whether you have heard that we do have an add-on module in Oracle BI where it's a where you can seamlessly integrate your existing Microsoft Excel spreadsheet and fit the data into the Oracle BI module.
Wow.
So have you heard about that?
No, that would be great. That would be
Okay.
fantastic.
So you know, I have to add here though that this additional module does cost extra on top of our Oracle BI software, but however, the thing is that a lot of our customers find a lot of value in this module. What they do is they buy this additional module, but then they probably don't have to buy additional database and then invest in time and money on an IT infrastructure to actually move your existing data, move over to a database and all of those things. So it's actually a very cost-effective way in implementing Oracle BI. So does that sound something of interest to you?
Oh yes, it does. I can definitely see that. It sounds like you'd be saving me money.
Okay. So so I think at this time, do you think that you might be able to have a demo with your VP? I'm sure he might be interested in knowing about these things as well.
Yeah, I think he would actually. Yeah, I could arrange for one of those for sure.
Okay. So I guess your project, I'm sure, has some aggressive timeline. So you know, and you probably want to make a decision on your software purchase as soon as possible. And in fact, I can arrange for a demo like as soon as next week if you are and your VP is free.
Yeah, that sounds really good actually. Why don't we touch base later today to confirm a date? I just want to make sure that I look at his calendar and see that he's free, but we definitely love to see your demo.
Oh, that's excellent, Stacy. In fact, you know what? Exactly. I'll probably give you a call sometime later today, and then we can confirm when we can meet up.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All
That
right.
would be perfect.
Thank you, Stacy. Nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet
Thanks.
you.